You don't seem to want to accept the fact that you're dealing with an expert in guerrilla warfare. With a man who's the best. With guns, with knives, with his bare hands. A man who's been trained to ignore pain.
Murdoch. I'm coming for you. We are back, guys. Rambo is in the house, and a massive thanks to Alpha Fitness Supplements sent down to us. We are excited to get this 110% American DMAA formula into ourselves.
Let's see how it comes together. And guys, please do hit that subscribe button, like the video, and let us know if you've tried this.
Cheers, guys.
Flavour time, guys. What does it come in, Aaron? Tell them.
One flavour, guys, and that is freedom flavour. Who knows what that tastes like? We're excited to get into this one. We'll be telling you about that mixability as well.
How does freedom taste is the question.
Now, we have weighed this out just over a flat scoop. Gets you that serving size. Obviously, don't want to play around with this if it is declaring 110 milligrams of DMAA.
That's a concern, isn't it, if it is?
If it's there.
The highest we've seen was in crack, right? 120?
120, indeed.
It's getting on to that level.
High levels, guys. Excited, but nervous. Bit of froth action.
Yeah.
Very much so.
It almost don't look like they've coloured it, funny enough.
No, it don't at all, does it? There's not a lot. There's a little bit at the bottom. Nothing major, though.
Yeah, very small particles. Very anticlimactic.
Let's do it. Freedom flavour.
Not bad.
What is that?
I don't know.
Like a rocket pop or one of them ones?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I don't know why, but it's reminding me of the America Labs flavours.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like a rocket pop. A weak,
Yeah.
not too strong. Quite nice, actually. You wouldn't have expected there to be all these different bits and pieces in there.
True.
It's quite a nice, smooth flavour. It's not sour. It's not bitter. It's not got any negatives.
It's not too much of anything. It's just a bit rocket poppy tasting.
Yeah, like a lemony, bit of lemony maybe.
Yeah. What would you go out of 10?
Probably an 8.
Really?
Yeah,
I was
what
going to
about
go
you?
7, but I'm happy to round up because it's mixed fine. And to be fair, considering what's in it, like you said, it does taste good.
Yeah,
So
not bad.
8
8 out of 10. Rambo! How much? How much for Rambo?
he's here, all right, he's here, and you're going to go to alphafitnesssupplements.net where you'll find this for $44.99 US dollars, but with our 10% discount code we're going to pop up there. It knocks it down to $40.49, so actually not bad for a 28 serving tub. Random, we know.
Really not bad. And yeah, 28 serves is getting to that point we like. Actually comes in at very respectable prices. $1.44 a go, which for what's in it is very, very good. And I can tell you, on our consistent price and scale, falls in at a 7 out of 10, which is very good. UK people, not as easy to get your hands on this. It is doable, so shop around, try and find it as cheap as you can. We're going to give you a comparison just for the sake of this review. Obviously, we're not going to include shipping costs because it really will depend on where you go and the best deals you can get your hands on. But for a comparison, it's going to be £31.58 for a full tub, or £1.12 Great British Sterling. Again, 7 out of 10. Really, really well priced for what's in there. So get your hands on it.
How does the label come together? Is this label 110%?
Let's see, guys. Let's Rambo it out.
I can tell you it's 100% prop blend though.
Oosh!
Tell them what that means, Aaron, for our
It
new
means
viewers.
proprietary blend, which also means we cannot give you definitive volumes of each ingredient, which is a shame. It means we can't tell you if things are underdosed nor overdosed. But let's get into it and we'll tell you what they're supposed to do.
Okay, so 1 scoop is the max serving, 12.25 grams. First up, in this prop blend, which is made up of 10.9 grams, is beta-alanine.
Which will be responsible for those beta tingles, that itchy, allergic almost feeling reaction you get when the pre-workout's kicking in. We like it a lot. What I'll say, it's normally supposed to be dosed around that 3.2 grams. We cannot tell you what this is, but when it builds up in the system, it should also help you with muscle endurance in the gym.
Nice, good start. Then into L-citrulline pure.
Pumps, guys, boost nitric oxide levels in the bloodstream, giving you some of those nasty pumps. Again, we'd like to see that at the very minimum 4 grams. So we're coming on to this 10.9 gram already.
Yeah, and then into creatinol phosphate.
Which basically is a type of creatine responsible for muscle pumps, power output, muscle endurance, and all the good stuff. It is obviously not the monohydrate version. Nonetheless, nice to see it in here. We hope it's well dosed.
Yeah, then into agmatine sulfate.
Working very well with that citrulline there, responsible for building nitric oxide levels up in the bloodstream and giving you some nasty pumps. We'd like to see that at roughly a gram.
Yeah, then into L-tyrosine.
The amino acid responsible for getting you in the zone, helping you with focus and concentration. Again, we'd like to see that around a gram.
Yeah, and beta-PEA.
Which is going to be responsible for mood elevation, nootropic effect. You know, it's a nice ingredient to have. We'd like to see that at least 500 to 600 milligrams.
Yeah, then into caffeine anhydrous.
The main stimulant in this pre-workout, guys, other than the DMAA, which is coming soon. Caffeine is the stimulant that gets you, buzzing in the gym effectively. We'd like to see that at the very least 250, 300, all the way up to 500, 600.
Yeah. Then moving into that one you mentioned, DMAA.
This is that grey market illicit substance, guys. So bear that in mind. Do check with a physician or a medical professional before taking this product. That is going to give you some powerful stimulation and central nervous stimulation. This is the wiring you up ingredient.
Lovely. So that will make you Rambo, that one. And then we got hygenamine.
Hygenamine is a fat burner. It's going to metabolize fat cells in the body. It's going to lead to energy release at the same time. We like to see that.
And actually next up, similarly, is synephrine HCl.
Yeah, that again metabolizes fat cells, giving you some energy. Good stuff.
Nice. Then into that trippy ingredient is actually I put alpha yahim rather than yihimbine.
Still the same thing. We're going to run with that. It's going to be responsible for stimulation, some blood flow. It is, like Craig mentioned, that trippy ingredient that can lead to cold sweats, jitters, dribbly mouth, all the bad stuff. Some people love it. Now, what I'll say is this, we hope will be dosed around 1 milligram to 2 milligrams. We've seen it go up to 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, if it gets over 3, we'll get those negatives. We know that much. And then finishing off the label, there's no digestionase, is huperzine A.
Dubbed the learning chemical, guys, obviously used in research and trials with Alzheimer's patients. It's going to help with concentration, nootropic aid and focus, the good stuff. We're going to hope that's around 200 micrograms. Let's do it. Let's see how this comes together. We'll be turning into Rambo or not.
Well, Aaron, did it turn you into Rambo?
No, it turned me into bamboo. No, it wasn't as effective as the advertising would suggest, guys. 110 milligrams DMAA, no way.
Yeah, and it's also quite disappointing in the sense that we didn't really get beta-alanine tingles. You got a little bit, but not much, maybe 1.5 grams worth. Alpha yihimbine is apparently in there, didn't feel that at all.
No.
The DMAA, if it is in there, it's a small dose.
If there's anything in there, I might say a sprinkle of DMHA, or a very poor quality DMAA at a low dose. I really don't think this is a Stim Junkie pre-workout whatsoever.
It felt daily driver.
Yeah, it did. The funniest thing is, the standout element of this pre-workout was the pumps and muscle contractions, which were nasty.
Painful, like they're going to tear.
Don't know if that's the creatinol phosphate. That's the only real ingredient in here that we're looking at not taking on a daily. And honestly, the contractions and pumps were brilliant. And that is linking onto what Craig just mentioned, daily driver material. That is what this feels like. But we wouldn't recommend it being a daily driver because you just simply don't know if there are some of these illicit or unknown substances, ingredients in there.
It is a weird one.
So I wouldn't risk it, despite there not being those feelings of it being, they've been there.
It reminds us of Venom, which claimed 100 milligrams of DMAA, and that again felt okay, but definitely nothing up to the label.
Focus, average, we still drove through exercise to exercise, so I'd say the focus was around the averagey mark.
Again, for the energy as well, smooth, consistent, no peaks and troughs. It was just like...
No crash, no negatives, no jitters, no highs, no lows. No mood elevation, but no depression at the same time.
And I think Aaron said this to me earlier, forgettable. experience.
Very, very forgettable, unfortunately. In this instance, it just didn't live up to the hype. You know, Rambo Freedom, 110% American, 110 milligrams DMAA. You know, all these bits and pieces in there that, when we actually did the maths, should be around clinical.
Yeah, on the lower end, and
it's not as badly dosed as perhaps some we've seen from what we can tell.
So it's not a terrible pre-workout, it just doesn't live up to label or produce amazing results as you might expect.
It feels more like a productive pre-workout that's healthy.
Yeah,
we wouldn't say it is by any stretch, but productive pumps in the gym are its standout point, as we mentioned. But like I say, no negatives, so who knows? We do have scores in mind, don't we?
Yeah, we were tinkering between a 6 or a 7, but we do think that we have no choice but to land on that 6, on the sense that it just doesn't feel like what's in the label is in it.
No, if you're a Stim junkie and you're buying this for the Stim junkie reasons, you will be disappointed.
Yeah.
If you're buying this for pumps, which no one is, you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
So 6 out of 10 on this occasion. And that merely is because you do feel a bit of beta, you do get the citrulline dose, and you do get nasty contractions and pumps.
And ample energy to get the session done.
Enough. So 7 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
6.
Tell him, Aaron, tell him.
Let's get into it. The final verdict of Rambo by Freedom Farmer. Let's get into it, guys. Starting off in the order of the review, and we always recommend going back and checking out each segment to find out how and why we scored things as we did. Starting off with that taste and mixability of that one flavour, we gave it a
8 out of 10. It was really doable. You know, no complaints, mixed okay, and considering what they got a mask, decent.
Not bad, not bad at all. Moving into the price of the product,
gave it a 7 out of 10. So looking at the label for the price, yes, it's a good price, but the effects lacking.
We'll get into that, won't we?
Yeah.
And the most important part of this and any other review, the effects, what you get from it in the gym. We gave it a
6 out of 10. Underwhelming experience, but enough to get a decent session done, but just not stand out.
Keyword, forgettable.
What's that? I've forgotten already.
Forgettable! So, overall score of
21.
21 out of 30. Take these with a pinch of salt. This is our personal own opinion.
Yeah, maybe we got a dodgy tub.
Yeah, you never know. It's not exactly a
FDA approved facility.
Yeah. Above the line, shall we say.
Yeah.
So 21 out of 30, guys. And a massive thank you for Alpha Fitness Supplements for sending it down. We highly recommend checking out their website, because they do this and a bunch of other products that we have reviewed, will be reviewing, and want to review.
And that we like a lot more than Rambo.
Including Joker, which we do not know yet, but we will be getting into that. So that's on there too. So thank you guys for watching along. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up if you can. Subscribe if you haven't already. All the good stuff. Appreciate you watching, guys. And as always,
stay
stimmed.
Rambo style, but maybe not actually.